Alright boys, I just did a video on how depression could be a good thing and it's actually a gift and we're generally designed for depression to hit. Like our body wouldn't give us depression without a reason, and it gives us something. It's like a thought of like, hey, time to do something. So in this video I wanted to talk about the steps of going from that depressed state to loading up the slingshot and firing away to positivity and the life you want. Now, I'm gonna jump straight into it here, okay? No messing around. First thing is you need to be self-aware. You need to know why you're depressed. You need to know what's going wrong here. For example, maybe you get lots of anxiety at work and you get depressed and people talk down on you and you know that's not for you. Then you know the problem. Maybe your problem is, hey, I'm a little bit lost in life and I'm just walking aimlessly and I don't have a goal. Then guess what? You know what you need to do. You need to find, that's the problem. You need to find out what your goal is. Maybe you're just not somewhere where you can truly grow and be your best self. And in that case, hey, you need to leave. So what I'm saying is depression is a very good gift. It's like, hey, you're stagnant right now. You're not creating. You're not doing what you're meant to do. You're not on your purpose. It's not your life gift. It's not something that you're meant to do, especially long term. So, this is the first step, self-awareness. Become aware of the problem, why you're depressed. And then we need to become aware of the goal. What, if I had this, if I was working towards this, would I be depressed? Or would I feel more happy than I've ever been, right? Just think about what you want. Maybe you want to help people. Maybe you want to become a doctor. Maybe who knows? But it can't be something like, oh, I need to finish work so I can have my spliff. No, that's bad. No drugs here. We don't do drugs on this channel. Why not? What's that guy called? Something. The LSD guy. No, we're no drug channel. I don't remember his name. We're not a drug channel here. No. So we need to get this goal. We need to put it down. It has to be a good long-term goal. You've probably been on the internet before, right? Gratification long-term and short-term. With like short-term gratification is like beating off. Long-term is like building something, saving for a car. I don't know, raising children maybe. That's long-term gratification. So why do we need this goal? We need it so we can transmute this negative energy into positive and into going towards, your desired outcome. See, what's Einstein's law? It was like the law of relativity, I think. Something where energy is not destroyed or created, it's transferred. So it can be in a positive state, a negative state. An explosion happens, but that force still exists, right? It's just a transfer of energy. And what you gotta think is, hey, my negative energy bar is full. And that just means it's more fuel. It means it's more fuel. Now, it's going to be harder. The more this gets pushed down, the more struggle you're going to have. But guess what? You can transmute that, if you have a goal in mind, into a full positive bar. And that energy can be worked towards in like fixing yourself and building something you want to build. So transmutation is very real, but what you need to do, the first steps are identifying a goal, envisioning what it's going to be like living that life, and then crafting your reality. The thing is about crafting your reality is you need a lot of belief. There's no point building a business. You don't make money on day one. Maybe you don't make money on fucking month 2. Maybe it takes you 3 years before you make a penny. Do you have the self-belief, the belief in your dream, to make that a reality? If you don't, it's not for you then. That's not your path. You have to figure out a new path. If you do have that belief, and you've envisioned it, and you know it's going to happen, you know deep down you're delusional enough that you know if you put in the work it'll happen, then the universe will reward you. All the forces of like society pushing you down can be overrun by God, aka the universe. Listen, this is society pushing you down, but like big man's up here. He goes, I'm getting this one individual. He just plucks you out the crowd and is like, your dreams are a reality. Transmutation. So this is what I'm saying. If you want something, you need to prove to big man. If you believe in God, he's God. If you don't believe in God, you believe in the universe because you live in it. And if you believe in the universe, do you believe the universe has a level of consciousness, whether that's subconscious or not? If you do believe that, consciousness is sort of a vibration, and that maybe this vibration like has some memory in it, has some like subconscious energy to it, and it can enact, maybe it has laws that it abides by. Well, I feel like there has been more proof than enough that if you follow those laws, and if you say, hey, I'm willing to work for this, I'm willing to give it my all, then that energy will reward you. It'll reward you with ideas, energy, luck. It'll give you what you want. But you have to be willing to make the sacrifice to give it what it wants. It doesn't want a zombie. It doesn't want some barely conscious human. It wants someone who's willing to put in the work and who can identify life, things in his life, and who's willing to do what the zombies around him are not. Will you stand out from the competition and do what they're not willing to do? Will you put in the training that the other boxers aren't willing to put in? That's really what it's about. Now, once you have that direction, you gotta put your emotion into it, Like your think of your purpose, your mission as your baby, right? It's like, damn, if that got killed, maybe you shed a tear. But like, imagine building it up and like your son becomes a fucking empire, an emperor, a fucking king. Imagine the emotion of like how proud you'd be. Wow, my son just became Putin. Joke. Bad joke. Bless you. So yeah, that is the message of the universe. I hope you figure out your purpose. If you don't know your purpose, go spend a lot of time thinking about it. Spend a lot of time not distracted by the phone. Could spend time in nature, sitting down, thinking. You need to identify that goal. That's all. That's me done. Look how sweaty my palms are. That's Asia for you. Peace.